We know that Donald Trump has a major athlete in his corner.
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother!
And you may be asking yourself, how can the Kamala Harris campaign possibly compete with that? After all, Hulk Hogan has won many championships and is a highly sought-after spokesperson.
Make America great again!
Well, in today's breaking news, the Hulkster has been body slammed by the Kamala-ster, who is countering with an endorsement from Magic Johnson and more Hall of Fame athletes than you can shake a stick, racket, or ball at. The full story is coming up next, and you're going to want to stick around to hear from Magic, who not only praises Harris, but dunks on Trump. So why is this story important at this moment in time? The Athletes for Harris announcement says, athletes are among the most trusted voices for key voting blocs, especially young men, making them uniquely qualified campaigners for Vice President Harris and Governor Walz's campaign, read the statement. Sporting events and games are also key moments that draw in large and politically diverse audiences that are increasing their reach with Gen Z and younger men. The campaign said it will leverage the events and athletes to organize reach and make its case to voters using various strategies, including having big-name athletes as co-chairs to help campaign. The 10 co-chairs leading the effort are Hall of Famer Magic Johnson, tennis great Billie Jean King, Golden State Warriors coach Steve Kerr, and others. You may recall that Coach Steve Kerr is the son of a Middle East scholar who was assassinated by a militant group in Beirut, and he has never been shy about his feelings towards Donald Trump.
And as an American, I believe in a certain kind of leadership. I believe that leaders must display dignity. I believe that leaders must tell the truth. I believe leaders must care for and love the people they are leading. And if you look for those qualities in your friends or your boss or an employee or your child's teacher or your mayor, then shouldn't you want those same qualities in your president?
And coming up in just a few seconds, Kerr's one-time opponent and now partner on this project, Magic Johnson, speaks out for Harris and against Trump. But first, let's hear from tennis and equality champion Billie Jean King, who serves up her affinity for Harris.
Never be limited by other people's limited perspective of who you are and what you can do.
And ambition's a good word.
Yes, right.
That's another thing we've been taught. Oh, we can't be too ambitious.
Right. That's exactly
I'm
right.
so happy you said ambition, because ambition is very important.
Go for it. You heard it here.
Go for it. Give me the ball. Come on.
And now for Magic Johnson, probably the most famous of the athletes for Harris. Watch as he shoots and scores for Harris and then calls out Trump for not being a team player.
You've known Kamala Harris for a long time, right?
Yes, over 20 years.
So this has to be exciting.
Yeah, it really is. I supported her when she ran for Attorney General of the state of California, and then I raised a lot of money for her when she ran for Senator of California, of course, and she's ready.
She's ready. You like it.
And, you know, she can bring the country together. She's fighting for women so that they can have the right to choose. I mean, it's the economy. She's trying to bring the groceries down for families can afford groceries now. I mean, some of the things that her agenda, the plans she has for the country is wonderful. And then last but not least, foreign leaders want her to win because they know they can work with her. So it's really good.
Yeah, that seems like to be the case.
Beyond the three athletes I've mentioned so far, it is also worth noting that as part of the Athletes for Harris kickoff, 15 Pro Football Hall of Famers, including Emmitt Smith, Mel Blount, and Calvin Johnson, endorsed the vice president. This comes after 50 historically black colleges and universities football stars endorsed Harris last week. And that could be the most significant part of the story because, as you may recall, Trump, while president, chose to attack quarterback Colin Kaepernick for his Black Lives Matter protest in what many thought was just another racist dog whistle to the base.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired.
Fast forward to today, and it is great to see football stars and other athletes rally around Kamala Harris. And I will let the NFL commissioner speak for me, and hopefully for you too, in this clip when he spoke out against Donald Trump.
Divisive comments like these demonstrate an unfortunate lack of respect for the NFL, our great game, and all of our players, and a failure to understand the overwhelming force for good our clubs and players represent in our communities.